Good morning, guys. Come on in. Happy Wednesday. Come on in. If you're able to say good morning, love up on the screen. If you're able to share the live, it is greatly appreciated. Happy Wednesday. We're about to be rocking and rolling. Women turn, let's go. Good morning, Money Talk. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good morning, the counselor. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well out there. We have to go ahead and go over our lesson like 3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and break down our lesson, see what exactly we're looking at, what stocks is moving, and all those good things. Um, so just give me a few minutes. We'll break down everything and see how everything's looking. Volatility day. Honestly, I feel like we're lacking some volume today. Happy Wednesday. I feel like we're lacking some volume today. But we had a few plays moving. BNAI, PA, VM. One of the old ones from yesterday still moving. But I do feel like we're kind of lacking some volume today. At least this morning so far, I feel like we're lacking so far. Good morning, Empower. All right, give me a second, guys. Let me just make sure that we're all set and ready to go, and then I'm gonna break down all the stocks we're looking at.
See. So Jesus, all authority. Every time I serve, every time
Don't
go for me.
Hair
Hair
obsession.
obsession.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Happy
Happy
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Welcome in.
I
I
play
play
long
long,
usually,
yeah.
so
So I'm
I'm usually
usually
betting
betting
on the
on the
top
top
end.
end. I'm
Usually
usually
looking
looking
forward
forward
to
to
go up.
go up for me. 9 times out of 10, I play the long game. Angie, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope you've been good. Mm. All right. Good morning, guys. Let's go ahead and tap in and see what exactly we are looking for, what we're looking at today. If it's your first time here, welcome in. Good morning. My name is Jenny. I typically go by the financial doctor. I'm here just about every morning. I share my trading journey. We have open space, have conversation, talk stocks, talk investing, but most of all in the morning, we're generally talking about trading, more specifically for me, day trading. So I'm about to go ahead and go over everything, break everything down, and see what exactly we're looking at, why these stocks are moving, and so on and so forth. And right here, PAWM is showing out. Um, Again, everything that I'm about to go over, everything that I'm about to break down, I do send out a watch list in the mornings way before I actually come on. So if you are interested in having that information, having a watch list, or having access to the watch list, if you tap in my bio, which will check where it says watch list, I'll give you a breakdown of everything that I'm about to go over and some other stuff that, based on timeline, I'm not able to kind of slow down and break down everything, but try to give you guys what I believe may be important as we get closer to the market opening. PAWN, as you guys can see, PAWN is out here doing this thing. PAWN basically said that they got a contract from the U.S. Department for Veteran Affairs, and they're able to use a test called ECEL, something like that. It would aid in detecting signs in esophagus cancer. They'll be able to use it for veterinarians. So VA will now have access to their test, and it should aid them in detecting signs of early signs of esophagus cancer. So that's why PAWM has a nice pop. That's why PAWM has a nice move and it is running. It is still doing this thing here for Morning Star. Good morning, happy Wednesday. So PAWM definitely one that is doing this thing here. BNAI. You like you know. BNAI got a $2 million, a little over $2 million AI licensing deal to partner AI licensing deal for partnership in Africa. And with that, it will also give them access. I believe they're trying to use their AI technology, or it hasn't been approved yet, but the plan is to be able to try to use that AI license in Nelson Mandela University. So they're trying to use it for government and business customers across Africa. That's the licensing there. It's about 2.1 or a little over $2 million is the worth of the deal basically with BNAI. I did play BNA this morning during pre-market. I think BNA has a good look. I think it's pretty decent news. Um, so yeah, BNA got licensing in Africa. It's going to aid with their business customers all across Africa, and they're trying to use it in Nelson Mandela's university. BNAI, JFBR is like a subsidiary of like Amazon Market. They said that they got an AI. They're in a binding deal with Keep Zone. It's an AI. They signed a deal. Basically, gives them exclusive rights for reselling agreement. Um, we've seen JFBR pop up a few times. Good morning, Shelly. Good morning. We've seen JFBR pop up a few times. It usually does pretty decent here. I don't think the news is like crazy, but it's definitely holding itself together here. SLGB. I didn't even go over it at the bottom. SLGB has no news. I was not able to find any news on SLGB. SLGB is just moving just because there's no news, no nothing that I was able to find or locate to attach to SLGB. That one is just moving just because this morning. So, but definitely one that you guys can take a look at. It is holding itself together here across the board. Since pre-market SLGB has been on continuous ride, not beautiful charting setup, honestly, for it. But as no news, no, I don't know why it's moving, why it's not moving. It's just moving with SLGB. I'm gonna put PAWM down here. Beastin, jeez. I'm gonna size you up again. PWM right here is beastin'. BOIL was one from yesterday. BOIL's been moving from yesterday, so that's one of our old ones that we'll be looking at today. See, anything else that I think would be like, I think those are our best bets so far for today. Look at, I'm gonna put PAWM up here. Yeah. All right. So let me know if you guys are looking at anything different or in anything different. PAVM definitely gonna have to size this thing up a little bit more. These lines are new lines that I did draw up on there. I did not play PAVM this morning. I did play BANI this morning. I did not play PAVM, but I do like PAVM. But it's out here doing its thing and showing it. So let's see if we can find a mark, set ourselves up, and see what we look at for today. Jeez, this thing about to hit $20. Its 52-week high is $26.85 on on PAVM. 52-week high for PAVM is $26.85 ish. This one I didn't go over. I don't think it's gonna do anything. They got an agreement to be acquired. I believe they're being acquired at a share price of about $4. That's why you see it has the pop of like $3.99 or something like that, right around $3.99. So that's the price that it's gonna be acquired at. It's not gonna do. I don't believe it's gonna do anything past that. So that's just why it has a quick pop. It's they have a binding agreement to be acquired by another company at a price point of around $4 per share. I believe it's set at. So that's why they got their pop. I don't think it'll do anything past that because that's the price point that they're initiating it right now. Oh, to Good morning, Nana. Thank you so much for the daily harmony. I greatly appreciate it. OG Big Baby, good morning. Thank you so much for the follow. Lucid Diagnostics, who they have an announcement with somebody. I'll tell you guys in a second. Oh yeah, they're the one with the U.S. Department there. They're the one that's giving them they're the one that's giving PAVM the licensing agreement basically to use their testing thing. I'm like, I read about them this morning. Oscar, I'm not sure what you mean. Ashana, good morning. Thank you so much for the follow. So you'll see these two kind of resemble each other. They're not pairs or anything like that. They just resemble each other because this one is the one that's providing the testing and stuff for the other one at the top. So LUCD is the one providing the testing for the VA, or they're the one that, within the contract getting the testing for the VA so that they can do the early detection of the esophagus cancer. So you see they're moving in reflection of each other, not pairs, not anything of that sort. They're just moving together. Decoy, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope you've been well. Joe, good morning. Happy Wednesday. All right, what do I have on my top list? BNAI, JFBR, PAVM, LUCD, BOIL, and SLGB. Favorite right now being BAVN, LUCD, and BNAI. I would say probably top three for me. PAVM, LUCD, and BNAI would be top three for me right now. BNAI I did play already, but as market open, I think those are going to be my top three to see what exactly they're going to do. Melanie, good morning. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you all those that contributed towards our daily heart me goal today. All right. Give me a few seconds here. I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna grab something to drink, and I'll be right back. In the meantime, if you guys are able to love up on the screen, share the live, do those things. I'll be right back. Engage with each other, talk to each other. Market opens up in about 7 minutes. What's on my top list? Wait for market to open. BNAI, JFBR, PAVM, LUCD, and BOIL from yesterday. Also with SLGB. SLGB again has no news. Just be mindful of that. Just want to see what they're gonna do as the market open. But my top three, I would say for me, is LUCD, BNAI, PAVM. BNAI I did play this morning already during earlier. So we're just gonna give it a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and grab something to drink, make sure that we are all set and ready to go. Okay, give me one moment. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we got what, about 2 minutes, a minute and a half or so. Market's about to open, about to be rocking and rolling. Pow pow. Good morning. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You've been so good. You been So PAVM went to a high of about $20 already so far. So PAVM has a high of about $20 already. For today's 52-week high is 26 something, 26 and some change. Does not mean it's going to go to 26 that high, but that's what it is. PAVA and LUCD are running off the same news, basically. Oh, market opens up in about 30 seconds. All right, here we go. Market is open. Let's go green. Happy Wednesday. BNAI pull back here. PAVN popped to $19 again. LUCD, nothing happening here. SLG. JFBR pull back here. BNAI pull back. Right now, PAVM and SLGB. LUCD trying to gather itself here. Yeah, you guys are looking at a 1 minute chart. You're welcome. Sid, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. BNAI trying to find his way back up here. Right now, BNAI, PAVM, LUCD, SLGB got a pullback going on. Fred, good morning. Fred, I hope you've been well. Yes, I've been good. Thank you so much. PAVM fifth. I was just about to say his pre-market high was right around $20, right around his pre-market high right now. PAVM creating new highs for itself. 52-week highs, $26. PAVM beasting. For me to play PAVI, honestly, I'd have to wait for PAVI to kind of stabilize itself a little bit, and then I'd find like a bottom support. So for me, I typically wait for the stock to come back to one of those support lines. So you'll see. So I wouldn't be waiting for a $12 line or anything like that. I think it's too high to come right here. I'd probably be waiting forever for one of these lines. So I'll probably be adding new lines on PAVM soon. But I typically wait for the stock to come back and pick me up at what I feel like is a bottom support line. But I'm gonna give it a little bit and then probably add some more lines on it and see what it's looking like. Well, PAVM, I do like BANI. I do like BNAI. I played BNAI this morning. And LUCD is playing in the same sense of PAVI. They're both playing off the same moves, essentially, or they're both moving off the same move, not playing, but they're both moving off the same. I think I'm gonna play LUCD instead of PAVI. I'll tell you guys. In a second. Rain on SLGB. Let's go. PAV. I keep calling it PAVI, but PAVM and LUCD are both playing in the same pattern. PAVM and LUCD are both playing off the same moves. LUCD is providing them or access or giving them access to some kind of test that would allow them to basically test people for esophagus cancer. LUCD, they're moving the same, almost in the same way they are, right? So LUCD is a fraction of the cost of PAVM. So if I can find a corner point LUCD to come down and get in on a lower end, I can load up a whole lot more on LUCD and take a quick play on LUCD off of PAVM. Yeah, I was just thinking out loud, y'all. Give me a second. Now let me see if I can execute properly. Hopefully that makes sense. PAVM is halted at 37. Sorry, I got halted at 9:37. Should be back in about 5 minutes, about 9:43 ish. LUCD is still live. I'm still sticking to my plan. All right. LUCD has a 52-week high of $1.80 here. So we got another what 3 minutes or so for that one to come back. Do I think LUCD could break? Yeah. LUCD give me a little flare down. I get filled. I'll tell you guys if I get filled. I'm not filled right now. I think LUCD could break. I think so. Allegedly. Allegedly. Here we go. Here we go. Pull back on PAVM. Good pop on PAVM. Come on. React, baby. PAVM has a tough time right on the $23 mark. LUCD, we wanted to curve back up this way now. SLGB. ECV to get allegedly curling its way back up so we could take a quick run. Allegedly. This is definitely different from my regular, how I play, but I'll explain the whole thing for you guys once I'm completely done. I need PAVM to break $23. There we go. Fighting 23. Not winning. That team is getting crazy. Time break in 2030. PAVM break 23, we'll see, allegedly. PAVM breaks 23, you'll see the pop in LUTD, and that's what I'm waiting for LUTD to give me a quick pop off of PAVM, which is basically trailing. You're sharing the same news. Um, that's all that I'm saying. 23 fighting it. Testing 23 again. All right, broke 23. We didn't hold 23. We just broke it. It didn't hold. Good morning, Kenneth. What you call it? PAVM has to hold at least above 23. It's having a hard time holding 23. But LUCD should start the curve. It has a from what I'm seeing, it has a delayed reaction to PAVM. Good morning, Pink. On LUCD, yeah, now with LUCD, I'm looking for LUCD to turn. I'm hoping that it's gonna turn around. I am filled on LUCD now because this one broke 23. I noticed that LUCD for me, allegedly, I see that it has a delayed reaction to PAVM. Yes, completely different from what I'm typically playing. But I want to see off that delayed reaction if I'll ride that quick pop of the 23 that it just had on LUCD, basically, if that makes sense. I'm gonna try to explain to you guys and like break it down. Let's see. I'll tell y'all. We winning or we not winning. Right now we red. Nothing crazy red, but we're red. If LUCD crosses 25, $1.25, it'll take me out. I'm looking for LUCD to curve its way back up so I can get that. I'm hoping for that delayed reaction on the delayed reaction that it has off of PAVM. So PAVM had a quick pop to a little bit above 23. So let's see if LUCD reacts and gives us that quick pop off of it. I don't think it's gonna give you a pop to like $1.50 or $1.75 or anything like that, but you'll probably get a mid-40s tap allegedly. Hey, good morning, Kenneth. I didn't stream yesterday. I didn't stream yesterday. No, Monday was the holiday, but yesterday, I wasn't able to stream. I was busy. But Monday, yeah, Monday I didn't stream either. I didn't stream Monday or yesterday. Um, PAV, what is this thing? PAVM is halted. It got halted at 9:58. Should be back in about 5 minutes. It's not gonna be good for OUCD, I'll tell you that. BNAI, no, I wasn't paying attention to it. BNAI, BNAI is playing very nicely. BNAI came down, gave us a bottom bounce on this 92 line here. Um, I'm sorry, the 72 line here, 972. Trying to find its way, continues to find its way up. BNAI definitely played nice. BNAI is one that I did play this morning during pre-market. If LUCD give me a mid 30s, I get out. I got in, I got filled at 34. Trying to play that reverse off of that reverse of 23 with LUCD. And it gave me a Uno reverse. It's supposed to be 58, so it should be back about 40, 42, 43-ish. PAVM is back. I'm gonna cut my loss with LUCD. So LUCD, I'm completely out of LUCD. I did come out of LUCD red. Why did I cut my loss with LUCD? Because it's not doing what I was looking for it to do. So it is a completely different play that I typically play. Why did I play LUCD? I noticed that LUCD had a delayed reaction to PAVM. So I tried to play LUCD at one of its bottoms to wait for PAVM to give a pop of 23, but it didn't give a pop of 23. It was a high. If I'm looking at it in reverse, probably playing it where PAVM is also like at a not a bottom but a mid will probably give it a better reaction. But yeah, so I did take a L on LUCD. I'm still green for today because I did play BA and A this morning, but that's why I played LUCD. I'll try to let me see. Let's go back a little. I'll try to show you guys. what else? So if you notice, like right here with OUCD and PAVM, so basically I was noticing every time this one got a little pop. Yeah, way over here. This is 8:30. PAVM got a pop here. LUCD gave a delayed reaction of a pop here. Same thing came down, gave a bounce, gave us a delayed reaction of their bounce here, delayed reaction here. So I kept following the delayed reaction, and it repeated the pattern, honestly, several times. You got a pop here, you got a delayed reaction here, you got a pop here. Hey, good morning, Brish. Hope everything's well. Yeah, I'm good. You got a delayed reaction there. It's just that if I think my mistake was that I played it at the delayed I was looking for a delayed reaction at a high of PAVM. But I think if I played the delay reaction where there was like more support, more like I didn't even have a line on PAVM when I played that delay reaction. I was just playing off the numbers off the top of my head, which is usually decent, but it was a high, right? I typically don't play high and exposed. I'm thinking out loud. I hope this makes sense to you guys at least. I typically don't play high and exposed. So if I waited maybe for more of a mid area for PAVM and then try to play that delay reaction on LUCD, maybe would have had a better outcome, but I did come out right. Again, it was a completely different play. You guys probably don't see me play that all often or see me think, but sometimes if I see a pattern and I see something moving in a particular way, I'm going to, I'm attempt to play it. But that was the whole thing there. First, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Kenneth, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate it. I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense for you guys at all? Were you guys able to see the delayed reaction or anything? Yes, no, maybe. No, I'm just out here by myself. VA and I halted on the way down. VA and I halted at 970. NG, have a great day. Good job going green. PAVM has to find this balance. Because this crack that LUVD has is because PAVM cracked 23. So that's why it's hanging around this $1.20-ish, $1.25 line. Would reflect like PAVM $20 mark or so right now, I would say. I think PAVM has to kind of find its balance. PAVM was halted twice and didn't really react much to the halt. Like it got halted twice and really moved sideways. It wasn't able to break that whole area of the $23 mark. If PAVM can find its balance, then yeah, I think LUVE will find its strength back. But PAVM, I think PAVM is trying to balance itself out. So good play, bad calculation. I think I had a off that being open and transparent. That's why I played it. That's why I left that. But it didn't execute how we wanted it to. And here you go. Watch PAVM go run through like $23, and then you'll see that delay. Here, let's see if it does it. I'm not in. I'm not getting in. But let's see if it does it. You wouldn't want LUCD to crack this like 25 line. That was for me. That was like my bottom for it, right? Like if that was where I would have been. That would have been my stop loss for it. With LUCD, so you wouldn't want it to crack this bottom line. I would reflect it to like around the 20-ish, 2050 mark of PAVN. You and LUCD, I just got out. Um, I was over here trying to Uno reverse LUCD, and they gave me a skippy. I got out. It took me out, red. BNAI still halted. Should be back any moment now. As I said it, BNAI and should have stuck with my winner from earlier and just, rock with BNAI. OECD is gonna crack. Allegedly. Allegedly. But my theory wasn't all the way right with the pattern anyway. AMZ. Those are old lines on AMZ. I don't know when we played AMZE, so imagine they all white. Make them white. These are old lines, but it's playing decent between these lines though. Old lines, but it's giving you bounces around those areas. Yes. I'm still watching PAVM and LUCD. I want to see like how they're reacting to each other. I'm not getting in. I'm not playing it or anything like that. I just want to see, their reaction and how they're moving essentially. But I'm not in it. But I am still watching them. Take me deeper than my feet could ever. GITS. Give me 1 second. I'm over here trying to break down where I went wrong on this PAVM play. I strongly feel that it's there, but I clearly miscalculated. Give me 1 second. GITS has a nice chart set up here. I don't know why it's moving though. It just got unhalted, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's halted? Really? Yeah, it was halted not too long ago. Maybe like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. But it was halted like 20, 30 minutes ago. I could check if I can find some news on it real quick. If it has any news. No news. No news here. Yeah, no news, no nothing. It's just moving just because. But it has a nice little setup there. What is it? 10:20, 10:30? I'll probably do a recap like around 10:30 ish. I'm going out just a little early today. But being open and transparent, I'm probably gonna try to break down this PAVM LUCD play a little bit more to like evaluate, see where exactly I played a little different, and why I would have played a little different or found a different mark. For me, that's how I learn, right? I saw the pattern, I like the pattern that I saw. I'm pretty confident. Hey, Joanne, good morning. I'm pretty confident in the pattern that I saw. I just think it was miscalculating the timing as well. I think playing that high in the low, was high of the low was not the best thing. Um, but I still believe in the pattern. And I want to see if it execute like, throughout the day if it continues to do. BNAI back at the 960s, 960s area. PAVM trying to hold $20 here. Again, you guys already know I'm looking at PAVM and OECD, just trying to see how they're reacting to each other. I'm not playing them as pairs or anything like that, but because they have news that relates to each other, they are moving in very similar patterns. That's the only reason that I looked at them as a unit today. BA and I had news this morning also. Using things. And GITS is moving, fully terminated GITS, if I'm not mistaken. The GITS is moving, has no news or anything in here, but it just dropped in chat. Also AMZE dropped Scarf. Pay attention to that line at all. I mean, I just need to see. Oh yeah, I can't even see it. Okay, don't worry about it. All right, we're gonna do a quick recap. On what we looked at today, and kind of break down everything. I'm gonna head out. I'll be back tomorrow morning about 8:45 ish or so. So feel free to tap in tomorrow morning. Again, all the stock that I kind of go over, I do send out a watch list with information, what I'm looking at, and so on and so forth. If you guys are interested in having that, I send that out way before I actually come on. Feel free to look at my value CS section that says watch list there. You guys will get that information early in the morning before we actually start streaming. Um, BNAI. All right. So what's the deal? BNAI. BNAI had news this morning. BNAI had news this morning. BNAI came out, said that they were able to secure a $2 million AI licensing partnership in Africa. And they're saying that they're going to be able to use that for business customers all across Africa. And also the Nelson Mandela University has plans, or they have plans to be working with the Nelson Mandela University to see if they are able to use that AI licensing to aid them, so on and so forth, whatever. It's not a confirmed deal with the Nelson Mandela University, but that's what they're looking to do with it essentially. So that's the deal with BNAI. BNAI had news this morning. They had a $2 million licensing AI licensing agreement in Africa, and they have potential future use to use it in the Nelson Mandela University. They had a little pop this morning. We had a line set up. It had a little pop around 8:30. So I did this thing here right around 8:30. Had a pop there. Lines played very well. I'd say 9:15, 970s held it decent. We've seen a few touches of the 970s with this one here, and then we actually broke and came back down this way. So it had a few pops this morning. Definitely one to take a look at. It was one that I did play during pre-market. Market open. It continued to do its thing again. I think it played very well between the lines that we had for it set up this morning. So BNAI, definitely one that you guys can take a look at. BNAI had news with it, and BNAI is playing very well between its guidelines for today so far. PAVM, look at it go. I ain't gonna say that. I'm still watching it though. PAVM and LUCD. We'll talk about PAVM first. PAVM basically announced that they got a contract with the U.S. Department that they are able to. They're gonna get like testings and stuff, or a testing kit that would aid them with early screening and early detection for esophagus cancers, for esophagus cancer. So they'll be able to use those tests to detect esophagus cancer early. That's the deal with PAVM. That is why they had a nice solid pop here. I didn't play PAVM. I played LUCD in reverse of PAVM. I tried to play the Uno reverse. And it was again completely different from my setup or what I was trying to do. But it definitely played with a little Uno reverse here, and here it goes trying to break this $23 mark here. So I'll see. I'm gonna continue to take a look at it. I'll probably look at it later on tonight. Probably when it'll kind of break down. Honestly, I'll probably try to really break down this play like over the weekend and see, what I went wrong, what I've done wrong, or what I could have done different. I still see the pattern. I believe it reflect very well. Um, not mad at the play that I took on it. Did I come out right on it? Absolutely. But I was still able to balance myself out green, thankfully, because I played BA and BNAI this morning. Coach Z, good morning. Welcome in. So yeah, definitely a play that if I'm being honest, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna break down myself to kind of see if I just made, slight adjustments, what could have the outcome been differently. For me, that's how I went. Yeah, and then JFBR said that they had their subsidiary Keep Zone has an AI deal. They signed an AI deal for reseller agreement. That's why they had their little pop here. Nothing too crazy with that one this morning. SLGB had a pop during pre-market. SLGB has no news, no nothing attached to it. It was just moving just because with SLGB. No news, no anything, but it had a few pops here and there. I think one or two people in chat said they actually played SLGB to and came out green. And then you guys already know LUCD I tried to do that little Uno reverse and it gave me a skip. So LUCD, I want to see what that one's going to do as the day is going to continue. It's moving in reflection of PAVN. So yeah, so they got the contract for the VA thing, and they're aiding PAVN with it. So they're again same news. They're bouncing off each other off the same news. That's why they're moving. That's why I was trying to play the reverse basically of it. But he gave up on me. Yeah, I think that's it for me for today. Look at PAVN. I'm just waiting to see if LUVD can give me give me a little curve. Let me see you curve back up. It hasn't. PAVM has broke this $20 line. and retrace this step back up. LUVD hasn't even gotten back to 25. Excuse me. It hasn't even gotten back to $1.25. But again, the reaction has been delayed. LUCD has had a delayed reaction compared to PAVN. So, like I said, I'm gonna look at it later on today. I'm probably gonna break it down real good this weekend and see what it comes out to. I'll be back tomorrow morning about 8:45-ish. If you guys want to come in, join us, see what we're doing, what we're looking at. Again, I do have a watch list available if you're interested. Go in my bio, you'll see this section that says watch list. It'll give you all the information for the watch list that is available. If you're generally interested in learning, trading, or anything of that sort, I do have an e-course available, and I do one-on-one mentorship also. So you'll find tabs in the link in my bio with all that information for any of that stuff that you're interested in, if you are. Other than that, I encourage you guys to go out in this big, big world of ours and to lead with grace. Go out, be kind, be generous, and all those good things in this world. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming in.